Hello, welcome here in San Francisco, live from Open World. It's great to have you with us. In front of you is at least Bas Diepe, working in the Alliance and Channels organization in EMEA, driving the partner strategy for SaaS called Cloud Excellence Implementer Program. And it's great to have with me today two partners joining Open World. And I really want them to share their story, how that could benefit to you, to your customer, and share that by their experiences. But before we go there, let me first introduce them to you. René, may I ask you to introduce yourself to the audience?
I'm René. I'm working in the real world from a small Danish company called Miracle. We're about 200 employees. So even though we're a small company, we're one of the bigger companies within Denmark, specializing in the Oracle applications.
I'm Gary Barnes, and I manage the global sales and marketing team for Evosys. Evosys is a dedicated Oracle partner specializing in everything to do with the cloud. So whether that's the SaaS applications, it could be the ERPM, it could be HCM or CX, all the way through to PaaS, using PaaS for both integration and extension, for industry-specific solutions, and then right the way through to infrastructure as a service. We operate globally, and it was part of our global initiatives to work with other partners, what we're here to discuss today.
So thank you for introducing yourself, and of course we know each other for a long time. It's great to have the partners Miracle and Evosys here with me and sharing their story to you. You met each other here a year ago, and why did you meet René?
Yeah, sure. So our expansion program to go globally is about driving the whole Oracle ecosystem. We recognize we can't do that at the speed that we want to grow and that the market's demanding by opening up individual offices in individual countries around the world and have an immediate expectation that we have the engagement with the people in those countries, either through a language point of view, an experience point of view, a cultural point of view, without working collaboratively with other partners. So we felt from very early times, and we really experimented first in the Asia Pacific region, that we could see that we could collaborate rather than compete with partners to actually drive our collective business forward.
Miracle don't have this urge to be global yet, but we want to be the best on the local market, and we want to grow the local market, and we want to deliver top-end Oracle solutions. And to do that, we need real hardcore knowledge about specific components of the application or the cloud solutions that is now out there. And we cannot by any means meet the requirements of the customers at the same speed as things are coming out and things are changing. We cannot reach that critical mass. So we're always looking for good partners with a high competence level, and our partner needs to be both flexible and still highly competent on the project implementation deliveries. And I have to say that Evosys delivered on both of them. It's been a pleasure working with them.
What happened after Open World?
So it moved fast, Baz, really fast. I think I told you the other day, it's from Open World last year, I could see an immediate return on investment in time. So I think we met, we got on well from the start. We could understand where there was synergy between our organizations, and more importantly, where collectively through working together, we can deliver value to the customer, which is really what the partnership is about. It's about delivering value, which helps us meet the customer's objectives in terms of return on investment. And then it's about being able to work in partnership to deliver success against that value. So that connected straight away. Pretty much soon after that, René and team identified an opportunity for us to collaborate on. And then I would say within a 3-month time span, we were securing our first contract, and that's grown into another, and now we're working together on a daily basis. And I think from the Oracle perspective, I think it's changed the dynamics of the SaaS relationships and market in Denmark. So working closely with Oracle now, we're collectively doing what we always set out as the objection, which is to grow the SaaS ecosystem for Oracle.
Yeah.
The way that we are approaching projects, we have the same philosophy. We're fixing the problems before we start discussion on where the problem begins or who's responsible of the problem. We have as Gary says, the urge of meeting customer expectations and get down to return of investment. And that customer that we secured within 3 months have actually opened a real big market space for us in Denmark.
Yeah.
That project is the base of big expectations within my company and myself. There will be some cases within the next year that are the biggest in Denmark, and we have a really good opportunity of winning them together.
What's next, René, in this partnership?
Yeah, I started out on it and saying that we are approaching a new level, the biggest ever bid in Denmark, and we have a real good chance of winning it, I think. And actually, we already have opened a new market space, winning one of the biggest banks in the Nordics. So the first one was a public customer. Everybody who works in the public sector knows that demands specific knowledge, a specific market approach. And we have secured that. And we have won now the biggest bank in the Nordics, or I think it's only the second largest bank, but still, we're in there. It's a new market space. So from Miracle perspective, it's a market with no limits.
From an Evosys perspective, what's next, and maybe also to all the partners who are watching to us today?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. So our energy and our focus in terms of expansion certainly continues, as well as being active in the Nordic countries now. With your support, Bas, we're very active in the DACH region, so Germany, Austria, Switzerland, and also in the Benelux, so Netherlands, Luxembourg, Belgium. And then what next is on the horizon, I think, as we already having some discussions with the Southern European cluster. So I think probably in order of sequence, although it could change by opportunity, I think probably France, Italy, Spain will be areas that we'll be actively looking to collaborate with some partners. And I'm really pleased that even this week again, we've had some introductions to a couple of partners in France who I'm holding out can be somewhere as near as wonderful as the one we have with Miracle. And I've set the expectation that we've got a quarter to deliver some business together.
Yeah, that's great. Fabulous to see that, of course, this successful approach that you continued and that you expand, and let's see where we are in next year's time frame. I think for the viewers, this is a great example how partners really combine and show that they are stronger together, and all with one objective: to really drive this customer success, because that's what it's all about, and specifically in cloud. So if you are a partner and you do not have the experience yet, but you do have the opportunity and you do have the local context and the local insight and the local language, as René has in Denmark, and you want to team and you want to benefit from that opportunity and help your customer in a guided way, or if you are a salesperson at Oracle and you think with whom to team, think about those approved CEI partners and definitely have a look to an award-winning partner like Evosys. So I would like to thank you both for coming back to Open World, celebrating your partnership with this 1-year anniversary. Look forward to celebrate the 2nd year, and let's see what happened in other regions like South or elsewhere. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Bas.
And enjoy Open World. Thank you, René.